All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and this is Goof On. That's right, a little bit late. Are we late? No, I don't like that hat either. I don't know. Look at my hair. I tell you, I swear to God, this humidity out here really. I don't know. I don't know what is with it, but it makes my hair do crazy things. All right, there we go. A little bit of rarity there. God, I hate wearing this big headset. It feels like I'm wearing like Major Gear. Richard Gere? No, Major Gear. Major General Richard Gere? No! It is June 17th, 2021. Yeah, not a great day for me. This is the 2-year anniversary of Angus's passing, or as they say, transferring into a soul. Actually, it's Father's Day, and it's really weird because Father's Day for 2 years in a row was, one year was the 16th 2 years ago, and then the 17th, and now it's going to be the 20th. That's a major swing in days. 3 days? Yeah, I don't know why. But anyway, just one of those days. It's been one of those weeks. So anyway, got a good show. I'm glad you're here. A lot of exciting stuff that was happening today. I was on Alien Addict, which was a lot of fun. We talked about, as you can see, the Matrix reality, which is always entertaining to me. And, we got into a whole big discussion, God and aliens, and, do we live in a matrix? Can we control the matrix? Can we be gods? Are we gods? Maybe we are gods. When it all comes to, I think I'm a god in my own little matrix reality. But that's just me. Actually, we are going to talk about that because that is the reason for tonight's title of the show. Do you feel something big is happening or about to happen or is imminent? And we did this about a month or two ago. And I keep hearing it more and more and more and seeing it on Twitter and all over the place. Facebook, I don't know, I feel like there's a paradigm swing. Maybe it's the polls, or maybe it's a matrix reality, or maybe I'm just crazy because, I was locked in a house for a year. People still don't know how to act in public. It is so crazy everywhere. But people think something is imminent. Now, I don't know if it's because all we see and hear and talk about in this little world of ours is June 25th. 180 days. It's coming. It's going to be this big disclosure. No. It's going to be a little bit of nothing. And a whole lot of fluff. That's all. Nothing's going to change. And that's okay too. Aren't you having fun? There's a lot of good things that are going to happen very soon on third phase of moon. Like, very cool. And I'm saying it because I want your ears perked. I want you to feel that something is imminent. It's not that, but very excited about what's happening over there and over here. And, I am still trying to make it to California to hang out with the CBs on TPOM, doing the road trip, Dark Hour Paranormal, Dr. J Radio Live, etc. There's going to be a lot of people we're going to be interviewing and talking to. That's the same thing, isn't it? Actually, it isn't. Because when you interview somebody, you're talking to them, but you're interviewing them. When you talk to somebody, it's like, hey, what's going on? Not much. My leg's killing me. Yeah, it's humid out today. That kind of talk, that doesn't happen on an interview. So we'll be talking to people all over the place, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Roll call? We'll do roll call. What the hell? Lisa Marie, welcome to the show. Aaron Caputo, welcome to the show. Felicia Flores, welcome to the show. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Franklin Mathers, welcome to the show. Jill Delight, welcome to the show. Martin R., welcome to the show. Egg Neckface, welcome to the show. Dustin G., welcome to the show. Dustin Bodwell, welcome to the show. Red Panda, welcome to the show. Zach Dykis Monzu, welcome to the show. Bob, see, this room is jumping. Jump 7-8 spaces right there. Bob M., welcome to the show. Aussie Tiger, Third Phaser Rock Fam, welcome to the show. Dr. Z Smith, welcome to the show. Helen Crystal Energy, welcome to the show. Watch this one. You ready? You ready for this one? It's invisible. Everything UFOs, welcome to the show. Shane Reed, welcome to the show. That's my little inside joke. Shelly, good to see ya. Welcome to the show. Scott B. Brown, welcome to the show with an E. I'm going to put up some of that stuff you sent me just recently. First Floor Audio, welcome to the show. Stu Gaston, you're always welcome. Like I have a choice. Mario UFOs, welcome to the show. All right, I'm tired. Nathan Allen, Nathan Itzke, Nathan's Hot Dogs, welcome to the show. Blue Chicken, welcome to the show. Sir Wolf 67, welcome to the show. Stuart Bodwell, welcome to the show. Dirty Bong, welcome to the show. Off-World Adam, welcome to the show. Dead Bob, welcome to the show. What the heck? Who is this? Is this for real? Where'd you go? It was Mervyn Pervin, but you slipped from me. Christian, I'll see you soon. Christian Sean, welcome to the show. Larky Derry, welcome to the show. The chat's rolling like Layla Yinsen. Or is it Jensen? I believe it's Yinsen. Nah, it's Jansen. It's a misprint. Well, welcome. Welcome to the show. Metalhead dude, what's up, dude? Dustin Butterfield. The reason I said Feld, my pointer was over the I, and I thought I was seeing it right. IR film, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Welcome to the show, IR. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. This Restricted Utah, welcome to the show. Dustin G, welcome to the show. AK-47 Adult Swim, welcome to the show. Do-a-do-a-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum. Elliot D, welcome to the show. There you are. Mervyn Pervin, welcome to the show. That about wraps it up. Mr. Huthmacher, welcome to the show, my good man. Stargate Traveler, welcome to the show. All right. Hey, Dorothy Lang. Did I say you already? But either way, I'll say it again. Hello, welcome to the show. Daekanada, welcome to the show. Andy Cowley, welcome to the show. I'm tired. Yeah. John Hintz, welcome to the show. See, I think you guys like this roll call more than I do. I don't know. I like doing it. I feel like when people watch the replay and they're not here, they're like, I'm not. I hope they fast forward. Stavro, welcome to the show. All right, we're done. Roll call is O-V-E-A-H. Ova. I know I spelled it wrong. I mean, I spelled it wrong. Even when I faked it, I spelled it wrong. Now that's wrong. Tonight's coffee, it's Starbucks, but is it? No, it's not Starbucks. I can't remember who it is. Anyway, it's creme brulee, and it's not Jimmy Church's. How's that? Is that better? Anybody seen Richie? Hey, Al Julian. Just by chance, I'm pressing on the button. Franklin Mathers, you too. Welcome to the show. Andy Cowley, did I say it? I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. Aaron Caputo, did I say it? I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. Les, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Sandra Heath, there you are. I've been waiting. Welcome to the show. Missy, welcome to the show. She's not here yet. But if she listens, Joe Monk, what's up? Welcome to the show. William Scott Thomas, welcome to the show. All right, we're done now. Unless, what are we doing? I did the thing. Celebratory bump. A celebratory bump. A bump is something they called in the 80s. I don't know if they do it now because I don't do coke. But people say, give me a bump of that. And then they go, they get a bump or they put it on their key. It's just just enough to give you that bump. Like a sip of Coca-Cola. Nah, like a sip of Red Bull. Gives you wings, but in a interesting kind of way, I guess. I don't know, for some reason, I like using the bump because I get a bump when I take a hit off of my vape, one of these. But I'm doing the actual real one. I'm doing the real one. I'm not doing this tonight. I've got a real one bumper over here, one hitter, and we're going to get this show rolling. I already took one before, 20 minutes ago, but I'm going to do one for the show because I think I need an extra one. So I can't show it though. So we'll do it this way. Do 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 do. Just enough. Oh, it didn't show on the screen. That was crappy. Oh no, but I feel something. That's weird how that worked. Hold on, let me try something else. Gotcha. Now let's go. We get all the niceties out of the way. It's Thursday. Almost Friday. It's one of the best days of the week because Friday's mañana. And mañana is the beginning of the weekend. So I welcome you to pre-weekend show. Thursday has a good feel. Friday has the best feel of all. Monday has a sad feel. It's like Tuesday has no feel. Tuesday might be the best day of the week because it has no feel. You're just going through the motions. You're not going to be seeing the weekend for 4 more days. And you're already in the work week because Monday just passed. So you're in it. Wednesday's hump day. Wednesday, there's hope. There's hope. And today's Thursday, and the hope is closer. So, it's only one more day and it's Friday. Really only half a day left. Because, afternoon on Friday, you're freaking not even thinking about anything. But I can't believe I'm almost off in 5 hours. I can't believe I'm almost off in 4 hours. I can't believe I'm almost off in 3 hours. Take an hour break. I can't believe I'm almost off in an hour. All right. So, I don't know what that means. Nothing means anything. And we get a little... Just for a second, I needed it. What are they? I needed this more than you. Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? What are they? You son of a... Why Why did it do it there? It always breaks up when I start singing. Hint. Hint. All right. So last night, there seems to be... okay, I want to tell you guys something. Last night, because it was a discussion I was forced to have, and I didn't like having it because I felt like it was unnecessary. I'm a smart ass, right? You could say I pretty much, I see something, I say something stupid, right? Not necessarily stupid, but people may think it's immature, and that's why they don't watch the show. They don't think how can there be any quality coming out of this show? I mean, look at what the guy's saying now. He has to explain the quality because there's no quality to this show. That's wrong. We do talk about a lot of good things here, and we are in the middle of it as far as sightings go, and June 25th, and people are coming over and watching. And yes, Dr. Greer's been here a few times, and we don't get a lot of big players coming over here. Greer, he's a top 10. He's a top 10er, right? I mean, he's in a few of the best documentaries ever made for ufology. So I don't want to hear it. I don't care. There's people here only for money. Yeah, you think so? You think it's easy to put together a video and speak eloquently and get people to back you up? And you're putting a message out there, and the message is don't believe the bull crap, or there's disclosure, or phenomenon, or I know what I saw, or out of the blue, or countdown to disclosure, which is breaking all records on Amazon. Don't forget to go watch it. Cousins Brothers, 1091 Productions, Orchid Entertainment. Orchid? Is it Orchid? But there's a 30-second delay from when I speak and you see it. And sometimes you guys type something in that I see immediately. But I'm not talking about that. You just heard what I said 30 seconds ago, 30 seconds, because there is a delay. And I'm on to another subject or another part of that topic. And then I say something about what you commented on. And then I say something stupid like, how could that possibly be? That's not what I'm talking about, or whatever. Because I forget that there's a 30-second delay in what you guys type. So I usually remember. I'm about 85%. That's why it's hard to read the chat room. I gave up a long time ago because of that 30-second delay. And somebody's feelings seem to have gotten hurt. Thanks, X1, $2.22. Ricci Cellini, leaving Florida, heading to Texas. I am? I'm not. But thanks for I was opening up the app to get the chime for today. Go with cowbell. Cowbell's good. $2.22. Thank you very much. Super chat. Super mucho generoso right to start off the show. And don't forget, I am road trip bound and still would need a little help. If you can support the show either way, it always goes back into the show. I've got 11 kids to feed. 10 now. 10. One went off to college. Right? And they're so nice. Ever since that first show, they don't even interrupt me anymore. Really. Look at that. They're just watching. What are you guys doing? You learned, huh? They learned. Yeah, he's always here. Always loves to watch. Right? And then, of course, we got little Louie. Little Louie, him and his magic. He's the best. Little Lou. And we got, well, we call him JC, but, like Jimmy Church. Hey, that's not funny. I'm sorry. Are you drinking my coffee? Yeah, I am. No, you're not. I heard you say in the beginning it wasn't his coffee. I mean my coffee. Anyway, I feel really bad that there was this miscommunication because of what I think is a 30-second delay that threw off our conversation. By the way, I'm going to go over something last night too that needs a little bit of explaining, even though it really shouldn't. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know. So sometimes if I comment and it doesn't jive with what we're talking about, that's why. Hey, that's what happens. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna go back to our old way of doing things, even though I've talked a little bit here in the beginning. I'm gonna get your palate wet. I like to wet palettes. I'm a palate wetter, not a fluffer. I do not fluff, but I am a palate wetter. I get you moist. Here we go. Just take a look at this. This is a slapped ham, wham, bam video, man. Check it out. Actually, it's pretty good.
Strange going on in this video. Just what exactly remains to be answered. Watch the footage one more time and tell us what you think in the comments section down below.
Jesus, his eyes are so white.
When YouTuber caught on tape started hearing strange noises on their property late at night.
Hey, it skipped over it. I guess I was a little...
This theory is believed to have originated with a short...
Wait, what happened? Did I miss the story? It went... Oh, because I watched it and I never went back to it? Is that what I did? I never started it over. Oh, yeah, the Reptilian's taken over. Oh, it's a good one. This goes in with tonight's discussion.
Today, the internet is home to a vast array of conspiracy theories. One of the more out there ideas is that a group of highly intelligent lizard creatures have permeated human society and now hold many positions of power within the world's governments.
They're here.
This theory is believed to have originated with a short story published by Robert E. Howard in 1929, in which lizard men infiltrate humanity to control it from its highest offices. Conspiracy theorist David Icke later built upon this concept and claimed that tall, blood-drinking, shape-shifting reptilian humanoids from the Alpha Draconis star system were actually hiding in underground bases. According to Icke, these creatures are the force behind a worldwide conspiracy against humanity.
All right. You know, just based on what he just said there, if they're out against humanity and they're living in, underground and all that stuff, trigger a volcano or something. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Oh, they're going to get us. Oh, they've had all this time to get us. They could bore under the ground and have all this technology, but they can't put us down? Give me a break. Just do it all at once, like a Band-Aid, right off. Yeah, I'm not a big... I don't know. But I don't think I believe in the reptilians. Or the tall whites. No, I think it's just fable. Just people wanting to talk. I believe in the grays. Because that's the one I've seen. Hey, I saw it in a dream. I didn't see it in reality. Well, I thought it might, I think I was awake. But apparently you can lucid dream and still wake up and have that dream on your brain. Apparently, like, I don't wake up and see a horse in the room. Huh? I see a 3-foot alien. That's because that's all you think about. That's all you talk about. No, that's not. That's only for a fraction of the day. Okay? I've got a life outside of this too. No, I really don't. It's because, I really don't. Anyway, now that we've established that I don't have a life outside of ufology, is it possible that because I am thinking of aliens. And anytime I talk to somebody, it's, hey, aliens, have you heard? We're being attacked. Maybe that's why they show up in my dreams. But just once, you know, like just once, I'm not going to see a cow or a chicken or, I don't know, maybe the neighbor. No, but it's got to be a 3-foot alien. Come on. A gray at that. So when the reptilian shows their ugly reptile skin in my room, in my house, in my car, wherever I am, I'll believe it. I don't want you to believe my story either, because you can't. You can't. You just can't. I know you want to believe it, but you really don't. You really don't. Nobody believes. I know you don't. Because everybody's like me. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Why didn't you get a picture of it? It's not how it works. $5 from William K. Hey, Rich, why don't you join us in Discord during the day? Love to chat. I'm sleeping during the day. I don't go to bed till 6, 7 a.m. Lately, it's been all day. Now, usually I sleep from 6 to maybe noon, maybe 11. I now set the alarm for noon, and it woke me up today. But then I fell back to sleep without eating for a long time. That's why during the day, I don't do Discord. Plus, I'll tell you something, William. And thank you for the $5 super chat there. Oh, my bad. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Because anytime I go into a discussion room, it's usually an hour, right? When I set up my show, this is about a 6-hour day just to do the show. And then I do editing for other stuff. I do one thing for Third Phase UFO Report. That's 3 to 5 hours. I'm saying 5 just to be on the other. It's really 3 hours usually because I do research and try to make the videos pretty. And I'm still new. I've almost been editing with this program, Adobe, for a year in August. But that's why, man. And then I'm going on location, doing other things. I the last 3 out of 5 days, I tried getting to the ocean or the Gulf of Mexico because we're doing this. Me and Third Phase and Michael, Dark Hour Paranormal, are doing a mini documentary on USOs. And, so I spend time doing that. It's just, I'm messed up too. I sleep at weird hours. I'm never 100%. All right. Did you get the answer you were looking for? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'll be there. Hey, I'll be there Saturday. Maybe tomorrow. I'll try to make an effort tomorrow. See, but tomorrow for 3 hours, I have to go back to get my driver's license. And I got to get car insurance in Florida. I was supposed to do it today, but I slept. And I have to get the car registered. I went 2 days ago, but they told me, okay, here's what you need to bring us. And I thought I brought everything. So it's weird. In Florida, you have to get your VIN number verified and your odometer and notarized by policeman or woman. So I met Mr. Rodriguez, and he did my car the other day, and we're ready to go. And in Florida, it's $400 to get your car registered and $225 to get a license. What the? I thought $100 a year in Arizona was a lot. Anyway, freaking reptilians. I'm not buying it. But watch this.
Ike's theories have enjoyed popularity over the years. Many of today's politicians, such as Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Donald Rumsfeld, have even been accused of being lizards in disguise, hell-bent on world domination. This video, found within the foul depths of the internet, shows evidence that some are suggesting could prove one of the world's strangest conspiracy theories is actually true. Take a look. The clip appears to have been taken from a live news broadcast. We see several people on a stage, all watching intently as someone gives a speech. However, one of these figures looks a little less human than the others.
All he did was look to the right really hard. Oh, that looks faked. Oh, yeah, that's faked. Yeah, totally. Anyway, I really don't think that there are reptilians. I don't know. I know a lot of people are going to say, no, you're wrong. They're here. How can a reptilian fit in our society and look like an actual person? Okay? Because they're, come on, shape-shifting, really? Shape-shifting? Come on. Oh, but only in the little pieces. Every now and then the eyes, they look different, or they're missing their teeth, which is just a digital glitch because everything's done digitally and it pixelates sometimes. Cameras aren't perfect, especially if they have tracking on them. You mean they have tracking on these cameras? Yes. Facial
Specifically,
traction.
look at his strange eyes.
Oh, that looks so fake.
While the clip is short, it seems to have been more than enough to make believers of the lizard creature conspiracy theory question the man's true identity. Are his strange eyes?
Nah, I don't buy it. Not buying it. All right. I just wanted to wet your palate with that for a little bit. Because even though people think disclosure is coming, which it isn't, it really isn't. Oh, I forgot to address last night. That was really weird, huh? The internet went out for about 2.5 hours. But here's the strange thing of all. This is really bizarre, and I don't like it. I don't know how this happens. Because it's happened now more than 2 or 3 times. I've noticed this. When the power goes out here, and it was from a lightning strike. And the funny thing is, we just got a notice from the power company saying that they're upgrading all of the poles and all of the stations with this new type of lightning detractor. Yeah, and then it gets hit. That's hilarious. But anyway, the power also went out, but the internet went out for 2.5 hours, and the power went out for about an hour, which sucked because it got humid. So the power comes on, the internet's still out. But when I tried using my cell phone to watch television, YouTube or whatever, because TV, the internet was out. The phone was out. 5G, 4G, LTE, it was all out. And I couldn't get, I walked out front thinking, oh my God, it must be something, right now in the house. I don't know. Maybe it's where I'm sitting. I went all around holding the phone. Why would my phone not work? And this has happened more than once. But the internet was out. The power went out, came back on. Thank God. But the internet was out for over 2.5 hours. And the phone was out for a long time. Half of that time. And then the 4G would pop up. And then I'd get, started, and then it would go back out. How can that be, though? Why would the internet be knocked out, then the electricity an hour later for an hour, and the phone was out for more than half of that time? How does the phone and the power connect? Oh, I just thought of it. Tell me, maybe I'm wrong, because I live out in the middle of almost nowhere, right? And maybe that tower that got struck had one of those transformers to bring me the signal to the phone, maybe? But I thought it was all satellites. I've never seen that until I moved here. It's got to be a Florida thing. No? So I know there was a sighting over Florida, which I'm going to play for you, and I don't really like it. But last night, somebody posted a video. Let me pull it up. And they said, Phoenix Lights type of event over Florida. Let me pull it up here. I thought I saved it in this. I did, but I have so many things here. All right, hold on. Got some good stuff to talk about. Here we go. No, that's not it. No. What? Oh my God. Oh, that's right. Hey, I got 5 days of Cinemax. Freaking awesome. Where are you? What's going on in the Tampa sky? Here it is. Dun, 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 dun. This is from Mavi. 777 UFO alarm. All right. You know, one of those channels that posts a lot of stuff. Maybe they shouldn't post a lot of the stuff, but, you know, Mavi's making a name. 53,000 subs. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. 10 times the amount of goof on. Here we go. This isn't it. This is it. Now, I don't like this at all. Fair use. Fair use this bitch. Rich. All right. What's the problem here? Scott Brown, what's the problem? Exactly. Exactly. See, all these lights here, all these, the buildings, the street lamps, the stuff down here, the buildings, all of that, they're lights that aren't moving, right? This kind of looks like, well, I know what it is. They have a slow shutter speed. So every second, you know, it leaves it open and the shutter stays open longer and it gets to tracing the object, which probably is a plane. But this doesn't look like the normal plane slow shutter videos or pictures I've ever seen. This is different. I don't know. But this is not the Phoenix Lights, but there is an interesting portion coming up. Interesting. You know what I should be doing? Yeah, I should get a video. I'll look it up. I should have a comparison, but this isn't Third Phase UFO Report. Later on tonight, I don't know. There's one more here. This one here. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Now, see here, this reminds me of the airplane. That's the red blinking light that is popping up, I think. Now, I don't know if it's an airplane or a helicopter or a tic-tac with the red light on it. But, you know, I think this would be the wings, and I think underneath are probably the engines from the wings. But I don't know. But it is bluey. I don't know. I can't say that's a UFO, though. That is not a Phoenix Lights event. Watch this. This is cool. Look at that. Let me blow it up again. That's rare to get. And you can see here, it looks like it goes out and comes back in. This is why I thought it was interesting. It's kind of neat to see. I've never seen it like that before. See? It looks like it was coming this way and then turned. You could even see it looks like a little turn right there. Very, very odd. I've never seen that before. And so what can make a turn this quick? See? That's really cool, to be honest. Pretty cool stuff. So it is an interesting recording, even though it's on a... See, that's what the airplanes usually look like. A little more like that, but usually you see the red light there, the green light there. I don't know where the lights are. There are no lights, which is interesting. Like usually you would see one of these. Now look, you can see city lights here reflecting from this here, you know, this here going up there probably. Could be from down here. Yeah, that's the match from there to there. Yeah, they must be from down here. Yep, it's hitting the camera. Whatever's in the front is reflecting it back onto the sky. At least that's the illusion. So you see, this is nothing. This is just the city lights hitting the camera and reflecting inside the lens that's creating this illusion. But this, I don't know. Most likely an aeroplane. Maybe it's a little froggy and you can't see the lights as easily, maybe? Huh? Nah, I don't know. Good stuff, Mavi. He does. Some questionable, some good. Hey, let me tell you, who doesn't post questionable stuff? They all do. And when you're a big channel, you've got to post a lot more than the next person. And I don't mean post more junk, but sometimes you got to post more than you'd like, because you still can't prove it. Even though you think you know what it is, you still can't prove it yourself. So you leave it up for the public. I like the way I used to do it and still do. I like showing it that way and seeing it from the believer point of view to the skeptic's point of view and showing it both ways. I think that needs to be done, like research before you post something. I think, look around the internet a little bit before you post something. Maybe you'll see what it is. I mean, we can go back as early as Monday with the air show. That was somebody, Third Phase posted it. Everybody posted it, to be honest. But I think they were one of the first. And the video isn't UFOs at all. It was from an air show in Wisconsin. But the weird thing about this was you can prove it, but you can't prove it. You can, but you can't. There was an air show, but I didn't go there. Did you go there? You see, I don't like playing that game. You gotta have a little faith that the reporting is done correctly and that people were actually at the air show. You just can't say, well, I wasn't there, so it didn't happen. No, it happened. I didn't go to the Super Bowl, but it happened. Capiche? Oh, already. Yeah, it's a little late for a capiche, but it is a one capiche show. Yeah, so, that turned out to be an interesting story only because at the time Third Phase posted that, they didn't know that it was a Wisconsin air show. Then later that night over Hawaii, there was a really strange deploy of F-22 Raptors that apparently were, I don't know, just doing something that they don't normally do. But come to find out, it was, I think it was Russians in airspace or something like that. Wasn't it something like that? What was it? Let me see. think Scotty told me about that. Scott Brown. Scott Brown told me. It was... Anyway, I don't know why I can't find it. That's not it. That's not it either. I don't know. But is this it? Maybe that. No, that's not it. This it? No. This it? No. I don't know where I saw it. But oh, here it is. I said, I didn't know that in Wisconsin they do air shows right over people's neighborhoods, pretty close. Because in Arizona, they don't. We've got the space, I think, to do it. But he's like, yeah, they do them here all the time over hugely populated areas. And the Hawaii thing has already been on the news, Russian intrusion of airspace. So we launched some, airplanes, fighters, to ward the enemy off. That's what they say. I still like to think it was UFOs. But it is weird. It is weird. Anyway, good sighting from Mavi. Still don't think it's UFO, but it is interesting. Yeah. And a lot of people still think something is imminent. Something is coming. And I think that, just to continue where I left off half hour ago, I think it's possible that something big might happen. And I don't think it's going to be anything we've talked about. I think it's going to be maybe, I don't know, it could be something celestial coming by. Maybe we're going to see Nibiru. Now you see, if that happens, all bets are off the table. Because I'm not a huge believer in Nibiru. Not a big believer. But I remember reading how NASA found a weird gravitational field out where Nibiru should be, but couldn't see the planet. Like it was giving off something strange. I don't know if it was the movement or whatever, but there's a gravitational pull or something over there where Nibiru should be, but they couldn't see it. And then I remember reading that, well, maybe it's because we're not looking directly at it and we're missing it. Or, maybe something was in the way and we couldn't see it. How about this? How about Nibiru exists, but you can't see it? It's cloaked. All right. I just work here. That means, they paid me to say that one. Exactly. Aragon 505, Nibiru, a.k.a. Planet Hell, a.k.a. the Destroyer. You understand? Because if Nibiru is nearing, we, Earth, would be foobarred. Everything would change as you know it. The weather, there would be pulls on the ocean, of course, and that would create major waves of tsunamis. I mean, the whole planet would be shifting. I'm not saying it's going to break apart, but if Nibiru gets close enough to where that gravitational field or whatever's out there interferes with us, well, game over. And that hasn't happened for even like people say, oh, it comes around every, 3,000 years, whatever many thousands of years it is. And the moon and the earth are still doing their thing. So if it got close and, we would see it, well, there would be a shift. Ooh, I just had a thought. Maybe That's how the last pole shift happened and the ice age and all that stuff. Now I got to do more research. See, I don't like playing thoughts. Yeah, I don't like playing thoughts. Thinking, I don't like it. Now I know that's almost an impossibility that Nibiru exists. But if it did, God, that would be great. COVID. See, the weird thing about the moon is, even though it's huge compared to our Earth, like that thing is just way too big. It should only be 30 kilometers across instead of 3,000 or whatever it is. It's really big for the Earth. But even a slight change in gravity because Nibiru got close could throw that out of orbit and all hell would break loose on Earth. I want to play the rest of this clip from yesterday. This is Congressman Tim Birchett, who says the UFOs aren't Russians. This was from Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. But I'm going to play the rest of it because I said I would yesterday. It's just interesting what he says.
Out of our galaxy. It just has to be if it in fact is real.
And Congressman, you have always been a straight shooter. It's been like, I know when it's been bipartisan, but the one thing I've noticed is doesn't matter which president it is, nobody ever talks about the...
They always say they're going to do something about it, and then they get in office. And honestly, I thought Trump was going to do something. He was going to release the files. But, you know, they release these files, they're redacted. It's just a big blob of whiteout. And clearly something's going on. We talk about we're going to release it, and then we never do, or we release something that's so redacted that it's just ridiculous. The Air Force had a release on Roswell, which was the big deal, I think, from 48, and the big cover up there. And the guy that did it was a smart aleck, and he kind of smirked the whole time, and nobody took it serious. They ought to take it serious. The American public wants to know, and frankly, we deserve to know.
Yeah, you got that right, Birchett. We do deserve to know. Think about it. Right now is the best time to have disclosure. Right now would be the best time. Look, I know here in America things look a little bleak in some places, but to be honest, I think we've been through enough that we can handle. I said that wrong. We've been through a lot. So much so in the last year and a half, 2 years, that I think if there was an alien visitation, I think things would be crazy for a little bit. And I think it would be okay if we let people just go freaking nuts, get it out of their system. Because after 3-4 days, maybe a week of people just, the aliens, and everything gets disrupted. Those aliens, and God willing that they're really nice aliens, the nice ones, they would help us. They would heal us. They would give us properties that we can easily rebuild. They have a way of making food from droplets of water. I don't know. But I'm sure they can give us everything we would need to survive. And just, so we could be 1-1 with them. It'll never happen. Who we kidding? It ain't going to happen. It just can't. This thing comes walking down the street. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Alien? It ain't going to happen like that. We would be freaking scared, Shiite. We would be scared. If people get scared when they see a guy in a predator costume, they run. You think you're going to see an 8-foot tall alien, the tall whites, walking around? You're not going to freak out? First of all, we'd have to, put all our guns aside for a minute. All right. Because people are going to start shooting these things. I guarantee it. No, no, it just won't happen. They walk around naked. No, it's not going to happen. See all these green penises everywhere. And I don't even want to get into the vajayjay of an alien. Don't want to talk about it. Maybe they got teeth that come out and you can't get away. It's like, oh, how you doing? It's like a bear trap. No, thank you. No, I don't want to have sex with an alien. I'm okay. I'll have mental sex. I'll do the mental thing with the alien, but I'm not having no physical interaction. Not going to happen. Nope. 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 All right. So I want to show you these very briefly, these sightings that were recorded and sent to third phase of moon. These are really good. These are interesting. And of course, I'd like to see what the skeptics think. I know what I think, but I want to hear what you guys think on these sightings. These are pretty interesting, actually. Especially this one. I'm going to just skip forward a little bit. From third phase of moon last night. I have no idea. No idea what this is.
I don't know what it is, but
I know. I just said the same thing, yo.
So we're looking at this very closely. We're slowing it down. We want to thank the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 who got permission for us from Joe Blow 4 to share this incredible video with you.
Okay. What do you think? I think I know what it is. And I'm changing my mind from last night, third phase of moon, because I saw something. Even you can see it here. Watch.
Right now, and we're looking at it very
see the
closely,
top?
and it doesn't resemble any kind of airship that I'm aware.
You see the top? Okay. I'll play the rest.
And what's incredible is that the eyewitness himself has never seen anything like it.
Hey, I have a question. Do you guys need me to slow down the chat? It doesn't look like it's moving. I'm not saying it's fake, but I'm almost 100% positive I know what it is. No, I'm not going to slow it down yet. We might have to.
I'm looking at this right now. We're getting even a closer look after the enhancements. We notice
Wait a second. Oh, welcome. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome to Goof on, Marianne.
an orb to the left of the ship.
All right, I'm going to tell you, Betty Double Kick Chick. I don't want anybody to get mad. Let's go back to the beginning.
Kind of energy, meta propulsion.
Well, actually, what they were just saying is...
Blow 4.
All right, you see this part? What does that look like to you? And you see this white flashing over here, yeah? As a matter of fact, that white flash got dark for a second. You can still see it. All right, you ready? You want to know what it is? It's an airplane over here pulling a banner. Yep. And the reason you are not seeing 100% the airplane, because it's highly pixelated and it's small compared to this. Now, I went through some video that I was just able to find of banners that I've recorded. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought for sure I always saw the airplane. There was one of my videos where I couldn't even see the airplane until like 20 minutes later. It turned and I wound up seeing it. It's just bad pixelation pulling the banner. Watch it wave in the wind. That's all. I mean, what makes more sense? This white dot is, and I know you're going to say, but this looks like a UFO. Well, we can't tell what it is, what kind of banner it is. It could be a UFO banner. It could be a bus, for all we know. It could be a Star Destroyer banner. But the thing is, it's a banner. And there's an airplane up here pulling it. And I know that's where the dot turned black, because there was an airplane. It's just very hard to see. I'm going to do this in slower motion. I would bet my life that that's what this is. That's how confident I am. Watch. See, it was black for a second because the pixelating changes the reflection of the airplane's paint from the sun. So it's just pixelating very heavily. And believe me, that plane doesn't need to be huge to pull a banner that size. Could I be wrong? I got to tell you, I don't think so. This is very heavily pixelated. I didn't realize how pixelated it was. But did you see what I just saw? It looked like the white dot got bigger because it did. Watch. Watch, watch. Watch. It's pixelating, pixelating. How come it's not doing it? And the funny thing is, I may have gone there. I actually saw, you could actually see the wing on one side of the airplane. Seriously. Watch. It's coming up. Hello? Whoa, that was weird. I'll try to, there, I just paused it. See? Because now you're seeing more of the reflection. That's all. It's pixelating too. So you're getting an illusion as well. It's very, very hard unless you've seen these type of things a lot of times. Now, here's something interesting. Is that reflection off of a silver disc? As a matter of fact, I think I just saw two flashing lights on the side of that white dot. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Because what makes sense? Yeah, there's flashing. Not that, I'm talking about the lights from the airplane. That's what we're seeing. Whoa. Anyway, that's what I really think it is. But I wasn't there. I could be wrong. I know I could be. But you have to think what makes the most sense. If we're seeing a UFO, and if you can't see the white dot in front of it, it's perfect shape, then we have to make best guesses.
What's in the sky? This is very unusual. I'm rolling out a blimp on this on many factors. Look at the points of this craft, this meta propulsion craft, you just might say. And
look at how it's waving.
Kind of reflections.
And it's going this way from right to left. So naturally the wind, it would go this way. It's not going off the back end of it because it's being pulled by the white dot, which is an airplane. See, you have to go with what makes sense. There's a lot of factors than just the way it looks. We've got some rippling here, which tells me we're having a little bit of a delusion. An illusion. That's
off the top of it, which kind of looks metallic to me. And then what blew us away was when we zoomed in closer and brought in some brightness and contrast, and we noticed this orb pretty much flanking this craft. It's stationary, and it seemed like it was connected. Could these be these orbs that people see when they see disc-like shapes like this, or TR3Bs?
Yeah, it's really interesting, right, Brent? Because I don't think anybody caught this. After the enhancement, you definitely notice this orb blinking in and out.
to the left of this craft. And I'm not sure what it could be. Could it be a possible escort to what we're looking at here? And I hope you guys in the chat right now could give us some answers. If anybody was over there in Chicago, you let us know if you notice anything very strange, because if this is an airship, I haven't seen one like this before. And to see that escort and this orb next to it, now that's bringing a little bit more to the table here. This is the evidence that we want right here at Third Phase of Moon. Let's get to this. More videos coming in, and this.
All right. No, I told you. That's right, Nathan. Thank you for mentioning that, and everybody who's chipping in. What's this? No offense, but there is no the in third phase of moon. Yeah, it's not third phase of the moon. I hear a lot of people saying third phase of the moon. You know who says third phase of the moon? That's right. I can't tell you because they're part of the, well, one time they said it. Twice. Part of the panel. But I'm not going to say anything about X-Files at all. Yeah, Corey Good. I mean, yeah, I think David Wilcock did an interview with Third Phase of Moon, and says, he goes, you know, it's really interesting how Third Phase of the Moon, and, you know, and I'm like, no, you did not just say Third Phase of the Moon. So weird. I'm wearing rose-colored glasses, by the way. Hey, alien girl. Uno. Right. Thank you. We don't want to take everybody away from the show and go over to Discord till after the show. That's where all the action is. After the show. Right now, this is just, come on. We're just talking. You guys want to go? Go ahead. It's all right. We try to keep everybody here during the show. Want to go to Discord? Because that's how we grow. The more people that show up here, that's how we grow. All right, I'm going to show you one more thing. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to move on because I'm going to make the rest of that video part of tonight's video for Third Phase UFO Report. I want to play this for you for a second. This is interesting to me because I'm gonna play this, and then I want to see what you guys think, because I am very shocked. I've got to start looking for more stuff. I guess I'm just focused on certain things, but this is interesting.
Explained aerial phenomena, or as we usually say, UFOs. Canadian Air Force pilots have also reported sightings, and if serious people are now finally talking about this, well then, so are we.
This is The Agenda with Steve Palkin. What do we know about UFOs, The Agenda?
Let's welcome, in Pasadena, California, Amy Shira Title.
Who? See you later, First Floor Audio.
Spaceflight historian and author of Fighting for Space, two pilots and their historic battle for female.
Amy Shira Tettle. She looks familiar, but I don't know anything about her.
On Manhattan Island in New York City, Ralph Blumenthal. He was
unbelievable. Ralph Blumenthal. Interesting.
A reporter with the New York Times for more than 4 decades and is author of The Believer, Alien Encounters, Hard Science, and the Passion of John Mack. In Winnipeg, Manitoba, Chris Rutkowski.
I'm not going to say it.
A science writer who runs the blog Ufology Research. And in the annex neighborhood of Ontario's capital city, there's Daniel Otis, freelance journalist who has written for publications such as Vice, the Toronto Star, and the Globe and Mail. And we're delighted to welcome all.
You know, the interesting thing about this show is I know these people, they've got books out and they talk about UFOs. Ralph Blumenthal, everybody should know him. That's in ufology. We never hear these people's names. Now, I know we're here sitting and talking and doing all that, but it works both ways. None of those people know who Goofon is. Guarantee it. That's what's weird about what's going on. There's so much to talk about, but there's not enough time in the day. So if anybody ever hears anything interesting coming from the agenda with Steve Palkin, he's not all about UFOs though, is he? That's probably why. All right, government stuff. What do we know about UFOs? Taxi driver stories. Okay, that's the reason. But it's interesting that he's talking about this. See, everybody's getting in on it. And I think everybody's going to be disappointed on June 25th.
On TVO's airwaves tonight. And, okay, Chris, first question. What's that little thing over your right shoulder? We're a serious show here. What is that thing?
Well, that, of course, is the Reddit alien that everybody knows is called SNU, as in what's new with you.
The end of 1969, but in reality, they were continuing to investigate, and that's what we reported.
These 3.5 years later, are you able to say how you got that scoop now? These 3.5 years later.
The end of 1969, with no disclosure to the American public. Supposedly, the government was out of the UFO business with Project Blue Book at the end of 1969, but in reality, they were continuing to investigate, and that's what we reported.
These 3.5 years later, are
Big
you
deal. Yeah, I don't know. Let's hear what she has to say. Amy Chirichuda.
Immediately, I mean, I am the self-described skeptic. Immediately makes me wonder if it couldn't be some kind of artifact.
Wait, I know that. Hold on. She has friends here. Oh, I'm so silly. How did I not notice that? I realize now why I know this person. Ready? Oh, I'm so silly. How did I not notice that? On? The hell? That's why. It's the same haircut. That's why. See, they're all connected. Anyway.
Still, nevertheless, I think it's really interesting, and I'm the one who loves to kind of.
And the faster you talk, the more the faster you talk, the more your stuff means to me. So if I talk faster, that means it's very important. When I talk slower, I'm building up to the important part because something really dangerous is happening right now. And if you don't listen to me, you're going to miss it. You're not going to get it. I hate that. I hate when people talk faster. They think talking faster makes them sound more important. Look, I'm telling you really something. That's right. Really something. It's important to me, so I'm going to talk a little faster. God, I can't stand that.
Take what looks unexplained and try to find the explanation. So my immediate thought.
All right, she slowed down. I thought she was getting faster, but that is true. People do talk faster when something important comes up.
Accompanying information as to when it was taken, where it was taken, so forth. And the video itself was actually kicking around on the internet years before the Pentagon released it. So there's a lot of red flags that are there, but at the same time, I agree with Amy.
He's talking about the gimbal go fast and the other one, Tic Tac, I guess, one of those videos. What was the one that was around for years? Tic Tac? Yeah, it's weird. This whole thing is weird. This whole COVID bill, got to disclose everything we know. It's supposed to be the law. By law, our government is supposed to disclose everything it knows about UFOs, better known as UAPs. No. UAPs better known as UFOs. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but nothing is going to happen. Anybody want to bet? See how fast I was talking right there? Very important. I want that bet. We have talked about on this show many times that aliens could be demons. What if I had proof? What if I had proof? Ready? Proof. It is weird. Why would this be there? This patch. That was given to me by Scott Brown. Let me find out. He says it came from... Oh, he didn't give it to me. It was on his page. Found this on Etsy. An alien shaking hands with the devil. Kind of weird for a design. Mm-hmm. It sure is. It sure is, Scott. It sure is, bud. Hey, don't forget, I'm going to be putting the link to Tina Mobley's crystal store. That'll be in the description. I think it's in there now. I'm not sure. But either way, that link will be in the description after the show in case you guys want to check out her crystals. You can go to last night's show and see the information there if you want. Just wanted to throw that out there since she did a nice giveaway and those products are on the way, I think. Oh, I need to talk to you, Tina, too. Yeah, sorry about that. Today I slept all day. All right, so what is this? All right, we're just a little bit of an embarrassing situation happened here. I want to show you this unfortunate situation that happened to, well, you wouldn't want to happen to you. You wouldn't want to have this happen to you. Play that again. What happened? What was going on? Oh, the cat's going through the door and the dog's trying to get it from behind. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That is so funny. I thought he was grabbing mail from the postman. I didn't watch the whole thing until now. Oh, that is hilarious. The dog was boning the cat. That is so awful. That poor cat. So, Jack Brewer on Twitter has an interesting tweet. It says, quite the bio Richard Doty puts together there. I am moved to consider those sharing a stage with this man, Doty, included Elizondo's attorney Sheehan and Dolan, because of course they did. What am I talking about? Well, Richard Doty posted, I think this. Served in the Air Force Office of Special Investigation as a counterintelligence officer for 10 years. Just like Lou. What is going on? Lou is Doty. Doty is Lou? Gee, I think I said that the first day we saw Lou. Prior to joining AOFSI, Doty was in the regular Air Force, kind of like Lou was in the regular Army. During his counterintelligence days, he was briefed into the U.S. program which investigated UFOs and extraterrestrial contact. Almost like Lou after 2008, Lou must have done something to be demoted to the UFO room. Everybody laughs at the UFO room, Lou. Have fun speaking with aliens. Ha ha ha. Come on now. Nobody wants to go in the UFO room. And Lou, according to Lou, he said he wasn't even interested in the UFOs until 2008, which, by the way, is a lie, because in 1998, he was helping some other guy who had a experience where he says Lou, well, I don't want to get into it. During his time in AOFSI, Doty was assigned to the Groom Lake Complex, Area 51, where he had access to and worked on highly classified projects involving UFOs, UAPs, and extraterrestrial entities. After leaving the AFOSI, Doty was employed by the Institute of Advanced Studies at Austin, working for Dr. Hal Puthoff. Doty is now a private citizen living in New Mexico and is a researcher of a wide variety of things, including UFOs and historical events in New Mexico, including ghost towns, Roswell, and remote locations of paranormal activity. Let me guess. Skinwalker Ranch, Stardust Ranch, the Gilliland Ranch, that one ranch in Las Vegas. Hello, what? Forget about it. Yeah, really interesting. Well, someone ought to contact Hal Puthoff and ask him about hiring Doty. I don't know. Did Hal Puthoff hire him? Well, that was a blurb from the recent UFO MegaCon about Richard Doty. Richard Doty. It's just like Lou. Lou is Doty. Doty is Lou. Richard is Lou. Lou is Richard. Don't you see? It's the same story of a lovely man who was sitting in the UFO office of the Pentagon, that this truth would somehow be a disaster. That's the way it all became the UAP. The UAP, dun, 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 the UAP, dun, 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 dun. That's cause Lou and Doty are with UAPs. Dun, dun, dun. All right, what are we doing here? I disagree with that. The cover story. The truth is out there. The wild adventures of Tom DeLonge and Angels and Airwaves. Forget about it. I am not going to talk about that. How about this? Nick Pope. Everybody likes a Pope in their life, right? What? No, Nick Pope, you silly. The Guardian. Nick Pope posted this on Twitter. The Guardian's Today in Focus podcast tackles UFOs as mainstream media covering of the subject ramps up in the UK. You know what? Don't care. Done. What the I kept feeling a tapping. Like it was tapping on my freaking head. Like it wouldn't stop. I think my scalp is itchy. It's Itchy Richie. All right, here we go. Oh no. Something. I smell cigarettes. I smelled this earlier today. I don't smoke cigarettes. That's bizarre. All right, what's this? Nope.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
The moon landing never happened, and before you say I'm crazy, I brought all the receipts. The biggest giveaway it was faked is Neil Armstrong's footprint on the moon. I need you to carefully analyze this footprint. Now compare it to this. This is what the bottom of Neil Armstrong's boot actually looked like. Now, I don't know about you, but clearly those two aren't the same. And this is a rock they supposedly found on the moon. If you look right there, there's clearly a C written on it, almost exactly like it was a movie prop. Isn't it peculiar that there's no stars in any of the moon landing pictures? Almost like the entire thing was filmed on a set. I mean, why else would the flag be waving if it wasn't filmed on Earth? There's no air or wind in space. Even Buzz Aldrin, who was part of the moon landing, was quoted saying it was staged. The reason why they did this is they wanted to win the space race.
First of all, everything except for one thing this guy said was so off. First of all, I want to start out with English. There's no such word as supposive. It's supposed. And the word is supposedly, not supposively. What's this, $20? What did I miss? How did I miss this? Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Tim, I can't believe it. I almost missed it. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. Really appreciate that because it helps with the road trip fund. Thank you. You get the major cowbell. Let me turn that up. Thank you very much, Tim. Super generoso, just a $20 super chetoso. Mucho generoso, signoro. Thank you. And it's raining. Grazie, grazie. But this guy is off. Way off.
Russia was trying to go to the moon, so America...
First of all, Let's start off with no stars on the moon. Or you couldn't see any stars in the photographs. Well, you couldn't. First of all, those Hasselblad cameras were made a certain way with bigger buttons because the gloves were so big that they had to alter the camera. So there was no way to change the settings, the contrast. They just had it on one setting and they kept it a certain way. So the moon is very reflective. We're lucky those came out as good as they did. That's why you can't see the stars. Although I think you should be able to see a star somewhere in those pictures. That is kind of interesting, isn't it? And the flag moving. The flag, it'll barely move because of vibration. This guy's saying the flag looks like it's waving in the breeze. Yeah, anytime you stretch it out in space and zero gravity and release it, it's going to look like it's going to stay in that position, but barely move. Yeah, what do I know? I don't know. I'm done. Stupid moon. TikTok. TikTok. All right. I'm not going to play that. That is a little political. I'll play it at the end of the show for sure, though. I am going to play that video because I think it's interesting, the society we live in. Oh, what is this? Former air... Oh, wait.
The Pentagon's report on UFOs, or UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, was released.
What is this? Wired? I can't play that. I can't play it. I can't. You just can't. All right, here we go. Where is it? Robert Salas. I just confirmed that the United States Navy and the FBI are giving a classified briefing on unidentified aerial phenomena yesterday to the members of the House Committee on Intelligence Subcommittee, chaired by Representative Andre Carson of India. Nice. All right. All right, here we go. The blame game. Okay? Check this out. This comes from Scott Brown. The blame game. Number 4. It ignores decades of documented incidents showing objects exhibiting the very same characteristics in 1957. In a written account, Milton Torres described how he scrambled his F-86D Sabre jet in calm weather from the Royal Air Force Base at Manston, Kentucky, I believe. Manston, Kent. In May 1957, the 2 U.S. fighter planes were scrambled and ordered to shoot down a UFO over the English countryside during the Cold War. Torres said he was seconds away from firing 24 rockets at the object, which moved erratically and gave a radar reading like a flying aircraft carrier. The object spent periods motionless in the sky before reaching estimated speeds of more than 7,000 miles an hour. At the last moment, the object disappeared from the radar screen and the high-speed chase was called off. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So back in 57, I don't think we had anything that went over 7,000 miles an hour. Capiche? Hey, John Sports Cards with a $4. What? Hold on a second. Can I get a face here? Thank you. It says, this is for the nose on your trip. Give the cousin brothers a high fives from Pittsburgh when you see them. I will, John Sports Cards for $4.99. Super chat. Super awesome and generoso el super. Thanks, man. Mucho generoso. And I'll do so with the cousin brothers. That's going to be some trip. We're going to be walking around talking to people, interviewing. Look, Shrat's going to be with us. We're going to hook up with Greer. Oh, I can't think. Who are the other people? We're gonna meet Christopher Peters. We're gonna hang out with him. Yeah. By the way, yesterday and a few days before, because of Chuck Bam proving that David Fravor is a reality star, in 2008, he was in a documentary called Carrier, One Ship, 5,000 Stories. And he's in all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters. Commander David Fravor was involved with a reality show in which was shot aboard the USS Nimitz and released in 2008. He was featured on 7 episodes of the show. Are you kidding me? Dude, this is way before we found out about his Nimitz encounter with the Tic Tac. I have got to watch this. If anybody's watching this show, you've got to watch this. This is extremely important. I'm going to watch it today. Right after I make the video for Third Phase UFO Report, I'm going to stay up all freaking night. And then I'll go get my license and everything and then come back home and go to sleep. But I will go in Discord tomorrow afternoon. That's for William K. Carrier is a character-driven immersion. Oh my God, I can't speak. Is a character-driven immersion in the high-stakes world of nuclear aircraft carrier shot on the USS Nimitz during a 6-month deployment to the Persian Gulf. The program follows a core group of participants from the elite fighter pilots to the youngest sailors as they navigate challenge around for their jobs, families, faith, patriotism, and the war on terror. Making the film Carrier required 17 filmmakers to take a 6-month journey aboard the aircraft carrier Nimitz during its employment to the Gulf in support of the Iraq War. They disembarked from Coronado, California on May 7, 2005 and returned there November 8, 2006 with stops at Pearl Harbor, Hong Kong, Guam, Kuala Lumpur, Bahrain, and Perth, Australia. This is only California, May, and he saw in December, January, February, March. That's 6 months after Fravor saw the Tic Tac. 6 months. I guess he was cleared. He wasn't crazy seeing the UAPs. Don't you think it's interesting? Don't you think it's interesting that he would be the pilot that would get this starring role in Carrier? That's more than a coincidence. You want to know what it is? You want to know? It's called acting. For me. He's a freaking actor. I don't know. The coincidence is too much. It's too much. Yeah, I know. He was probably there. I mean, he was really on there, but I think this is like a side career. I think some people are chosen, you know, in all facets of the script. And this is the guy they chose to do what he's doing now, talking about what happened in 2004. I mean, what are the odds that in 2008 he's in this docu-series? It's interesting. And look at him. Look at him. Huh? Clean shaven, already going bald at 34. 27? 30? However. Yeah, you know what that's from? Stress. No, it's hereditary and wearing a lot of helmets. If you ever look at a football player, by the time they're retired at 35, most of them lost their hair because the helmet sits on it. It's like if you wear tight clothes around your legs and the hair won't grow around your thighs because your pants are too tight. I know. I grew up in the 80s. I know. 90s. All right. Fravor. Hey, I got a Fravor for you. You got the fever for a flavor of the Fravor. Remember that commercial? Doritos? Yeah, I think it's time. It is. It is. It's time. Hold on. I think I found something. Now, a lot of you, was he here earlier? Did I miss him? I know he was on in Michael's chat right before here at Dark Hour Paranormal, which, by the way, was a fun show. I was listening the whole time. His shows are fun. Alien Addict was good today. We talked about The Matrix. It was really a fun show. One of the every time I'm with Alien Addict on his show or he comes on mine, there's something special there, I feel. He and I have talked about this a lot, how we are almost the same person in a way, the way we think. And you know, I'm just about 13, 14 years older, but there's so many comparisons that he and I share. It's amazing when you get to know somebody and we talk about, you know, the things that bother us, you know, just what friends would talk about, things that we want to do with our lives, why we do the things we do. And me and Ollie, Alien Addict, we're jokingly, you know, he says, and I say it too, you know, brother from another mother type of thing. And I find that also with Third Phase of Moon, and I think Dark Hour Paranormal comes in there in some places. It's more than just like-minded people. We actually like each other. And there's no bullshit. Everybody can tell, like Ali can tell me, Rich, you're being a dick, and I wouldn't take it seriously. You know, I'd be like, I mean, I would take it seriously, but I wouldn't get upset. Here's part of Alien Addict's show today. Is it all a simulation? I thought it was interesting, the conversations we had today.
In the last little get together that we did, we spoke briefly about the Matrix. You had some.
I want to get to where Michael came in.
On it. That's why I wanted to get us all together.
Dude, this position, does that mean that?
You know, all these thoughts going through my head with what you guys are discussing here. So thank you for allowing me to come on and join you guys.
No worries, mate.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
We're doing fine, mate. But
fantastic.
Come on, give us it. Give us it.
We're waiting to hear
less of the pleasantries.
All right. So, I mean, we're talking about vibration. Rich picked that up while I was talking about it in the chat. One of the things that kind of solidifies this idea that we are living amongst many different frequencies and vibrations is that there's an old test wherein if you apply a frequency with a certain amplitude to a patch of sand, we've all seen this done, it comes into some sort of geometric pattern.
Yeah.
Now, if that's the case, that geometric pattern is already, as a signature, locked inside that frequency. And now you have all these other frequencies that intermesh, creating these geometries and complex geometries, which I'm sure at the higher levels actually begins to form what we know as physical material. But again, if you're looking at this in the way of a matrix or something like that, all of these frequencies and energies are intermixing and interweaving to create what appears to be a fabric of reality, wherein, in fact, it's really something more elusive.
Yeah. I mean, when you see them actual patterns as well, they can create anything. You know, they can actually create like squares, rectangles.
I want to talk about that because there's still some show left. I know I see people leaving, but that's okay. We got to talking about, similarly to what Michael was explaining, is that we're all interwoven somehow. And if it's a matrix reality, is this an ongoing matrix that mixes in with different things, time and space and thought and everything else you can imagine? We got to talking about the secret. And what is the secret? Well, the secret is, and I've done it, and I hate the term the secret, but it's the law of attraction, okay, where your mind creates things. Now, I don't mean it creates, an actual object, but what it does, if you want something bad enough and you imagine it actually happening and you're living it, you can create that situation to come to fruition. And I'll give you a story that explains what I'm talking about, that I actually did early on, some 2006, I believe it was. Yeah, 2006, I did this. So my wife says, where did $5,000 go? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, we owe $5,000 to something or another. And I said, I don't know. I didn't know that we owed that kind of money. And she's like, oh, great. I mean, we had the money to pay it back, but whatever it was, we didn't want to. So my wife made some calls, and as we're waiting to find out what this money is that's missing that we owe, she goes, why don't you do your little mind trick there? And I go, what do you mean? Here's your little secret and create this money. We need money, Richie. And jokingly like that. And I'm like, wait a minute. What if it works? She goes, try it. You got nothing to lose. You say it works. And I was using it for little things like, can I bench press 400 pounds today? Or I envisioned that I could run faster or get the parking spot up front at the gym. Or, when I go grocery shopping, they're going to have what I want. The certain meat that they rarely have is going to be there this time. Those kind of things, superficial things that really don't make, it just makes me happy. Now, by the way, when you do the secret, it only works for you. You can't create your thoughts for other people. It's only for you. That's why I think we are gods. We are made in God's image. So why can't we be gods, mini gods, gods in our own matrix? Now, the reason the law of attraction works with your thoughts, because when they did the tests on this, let's say you burn me with a cigarette. And I go, man, that hurt. And the brain waves go out. They can test this. And it shows what kind of brain activity was happening in my brain at the time you hit me with the cigar or a cigarette. An hour later, if I thought about getting burned, the same brain waves go outward. And my brain reacts exactly as if I was being poked with a hot cigarette. So your thoughts, if done correctly, can give out the same brain waves to the universe as reality, as if it was happening at the moment. If I stubbed my toe and the next day I imagined stubbing my toe and I remembered the pain in detail, those brain waves go out the same exact way as they did the day before when I stubbed my toe. So that's the logic behind it. That's the theory. That's exactly what happens with your brain. So the universe can't tell the difference between reality and thought. So you can trick it. How do you do that? Well, we needed $5,000. So what I imagined was a check was going to come in the mail for $5,000. Right? And actually what we owed was $4,995 and change. That's exactly what we owed. And I imagined driving down, because it was a little ways. And when I got home from work, I would drive down to the mailbox, open up the mailbox, and the check would be in there. Now, I just imagine seeing a check for my wife's name for $5,000. And I didn't have a company name or anything, but I just imagined seeing this check. But it's not just that. I imagined driving to the mailbox in my car, feeling the steering wheel as if I was driving, the seat that I was sitting on, the air conditioning blowing on me, the sound of the gravel under the tires, the smell of the air, the leather, and anything else that was in the car that had smell. I was imagining every single detail, even the low music as I was driving up to the mailbox, getting out of the car, feeling me open the car door with the latch, closing it. The car door is a little heavy. It's a 2-door, so it takes a little more. Walking in the little grass that I have to, and it's wet, and I imagine the wetness of the grass, because usually the grass was watered in the afternoon. By the time I got home, I'd step on the wet grass and be mad. I get mad. And then I imagine myself taking this check to my wife, and she's opening it up and seeing $5,000. And I did that every day for almost a month straight. Come home, drive up to the mailbox one day. I see mail, don't really think anything about it. I don't see anything that's of interest. I see the mortgage payment in there. I see other bills and everything. It was towards the first of the month, right? Like a week before. So I bring it in and I go, here's the mail, throw it down. She didn't go right for the mail. She was making dinner and we ate, 30 minutes later, I go into my office to the studio to do the show and I'm getting things ready. And she goes, oh my God. Jewish Manhattan girl. Oh my God, Richie. I go, what? She goes, hold on. And she comes walking in and I hear the crinkling of the paper and I turn around and I'm like, what? Why are you bothering me? What? She goes, look. And I go, what is this? She goes, look, just read it. What? I said, wait, what? She goes, yeah. They overcharged us on our mortgage by 1 point and we got a point back. $5,000. Gave it back to her and I said, there's your fucking secret. She came over and gave me a hug and a kiss. She goes, you have no idea. She was almost in tears. And I'm like, wow, that was pretty awesome. It worked. And I'm like, we're thinking about the show and I start talking about it on show. And I'm like, I can't believe that. That was freaking amazing that it actually worked. Now, the thing is, a lot of people have asked me, probably 20 or 30 people, well, if the secret works like that, why aren't you a millionaire? Don't you want to be a rich person and, have to live life? And I said, look, I've been the same way for 40 years at the time. I say, it's going to take a long time for me to undo all the things that I've already done. All the doors and all the bridges I've burned in the universe have got to somehow meander and work itself back to open up the doors for me to be that rich person. And besides, I'm not looking to be rich. I'm looking to be comfortable to where I pay my bills, have enough money to buy what I want when I need it. And that's it. And that's the life, I was living. And everything was good. But, doing The Secret is something you have to do daily and more than one time a day. So let's say I did The Secret, 2 years ago. And I said, at the end of 2019, I want to be doing something that I'm on TV. You guys can see me. It'll be on every week, kind of like an unidentified type of show, History Channel, whatever. And I said, I am going to be seen by more people and that. Well, that didn't happen. But what did happen was something I couldn't have planned for. And that was hooking up with Third Phase of Moon. And what do you think happened 6 months later? I'm on Third Phase of Moon who has over 790,000 subscribers, Jaime Maussan, Amazon. Yeah, I did it. It actually worked. The secret worked. Yeah. That is exactly what I asked for, was to be seen by many, many more people and get some sort of, of course I wanted to have some sort of financial restitution for my efforts. And well, what do you think happened? The channel got monetized. It's weird how the secret works. Did I get on TV? No, I wasn't on a major network, but Amazon Prime, Third Phase of Moon, Jaime Maussan, that's hitting millions of people, Jack. That's crazy how that worked. And I never put it together because everybody thinks, no. You got to be on ABC, NBC, CNN, the Travel Channel, and Discovery, and all this stuff. And that's what I was thinking. But I stopped doing The Secret. Just a couple of months before I met Third Phase of Moon, I stopped. I don't know why. It feels weird when you do it. But it works. And I'm going to try something with you right now. Let's pick something. And I'll do The Secret. And I'll try to do it religiously every day. I'll set an alarm twice a day for me to remind myself to do The Secret. And let's see if I can create that reality. So what is it? What do we want to create? I got it. I'm going to try this. Let's try this. I'm going to choose it because I think this might happen anyway. You never know. But what are the odds of me getting on Tucker Carlson or CNN or MSNBC? Very slim. We've already tried. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to do The Secret, and I'm going to imagine that one of these major news networks contacted me and asked me to talk about what's going on maybe after the 180 days is over. And maybe they'll talk to me because I'm the one who said disclosure is never going to happen. Everybody thinks this. Maybe I'll be that guy that'll go up against Lou Elizondo and the script. So I'm going to put myself out there and ask the universe to make me be that person. And believe me, I'll do good. I'll do us justice like you've never seen. I would. No, you guys can't do it. It doesn't work that way. You can't help me. My matrix, my reality, it only works for you. You can't help me. I have to do it. It's playing God. This is why I think the Bible says what it says. God created man in his own image. If that's true, then we are part God. And that's why they call it The Secret. It's stupid, I know. Now, you're going to say, well, Rich, come on, dude. Come on. All it is wishful thinking and positive thoughts. No, it's not. That's the thing. That's the rub on this, Johnny. It has nothing to do with positive thinking. If it was, I would already be there. I'm the most positive person I know. Skeptical, but positive. It is about creating the reality that you want to happen in your mind so the universe thinks it's happening. That's why the rich people keep getting richer. What do? They think about money all day long. How can I make more money, more money, more money, more money, more money? What do a lot of people in poverty say? God, I can't get out of this rut. I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. And the universe keeps hearing, I'm broke, I'm broke. And of course, nothing will grow. But if they imagined, and it's impossible, I know it's very hard, but if they imagined they had money and that they were living the life of a millionaire, I mean, eventually they will find some sort of value that can get them out of poverty and into a working class situation where they're making 40, 50 grand a year compared to 18 grand a year. something might happen, but not a lot of people doing any scientific research on this right now, I don't think. But I believe that you can change your life. I really do. And it's not positive thinking, I promise you. Do you know why vision boards work? You ever hear that when you were growing up in school? They always told you, what do you want to achieve in life? You want a house. You want that nice car. You get a picture of a family and you post all those things. What kind of car? Ferrari. All right. What else? What is this? Hawaii? You want to go to Maui? Put that there. What is this? You want a pile of cash? Okay. You want jewelry? Yeah. And every day you look at that vision board. They have you do that on purpose because they want you to tell the universe, this is what I want. And I want those. And what the universe will do is give you those opportunities to grab those things on your vision board. In sales, we tell people to do that all the time. What is your goal? Bills? You want to pay bills? Okay. So you need to make $2,000? Okay. Put $2,000 right here. All right. You see that? $2,000. What are you doing? $3,000. You're going to put $3,000. Okay. And what do you think happens that next month? They surpassed that $3,000. They paid their bills almost for 2 months. Now they've got a little bit of extra. But what happens? We're creatures of habit. We go back to the old way of thinking. And the next thing you know, that next month, they only do $2,200 or something. It's a horrible. After people get success, they think they got it. And then it reverses on them. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep do that tonight. Put up some sort of vision board for yourself. Put it on the refrigerator or next to the TV or whatever, and just stare at it. And I bet you'll get what your vision board is putting out there. Serious, it works. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I think we live in some sort of universe that your thoughts can create things. And what if it's true? You got to have faith in it. Now, it would almost become a religion like it did for me, because I did it for 6 months and did very well in life. And then I stopped doing it. This was 13, 14 years ago. And then I stopped doing it. And guess what happened? Divorce, bankrupt, living in an apartment, had to sell the house. Everything went the other way. Rich. But that's because I understand. I understand I was in mortgages at the time, and I understand that the housing industry took a big crash in it. And where my wife was working, she got fired too. Not fired, the company closed down. It was a pool company that built pools for new homes. Well, in the housing industry, when everything shut down and crashed, they went from doing 100 pools a month to 10. The company, yeah. So closed down. Bad time. But if I kept doing The Secret, who knows? Maybe I could have kept my job, or some other job would have come up, but I didn't do it. I got comfortable. That's the thing with The Secret. You got to do it constantly. Hey, look, those of you who believe in God, why do you believe in God? Other than it's what you were brought up to believe. Now, I think believing in God is a great thing. I believe in some sort of God. I don't believe in a traditional God, but I believe in a universal God, that the universe is the God. And I think that's just as good. And I think that it lets you connect with something that might be bigger. What if you can be your own God and create your own reality? What if it's true? If you believe in God, why is it so hard to believe that? Try it out for a month, every day for a month. See if it works. It's a good little test. I think you should try it. I think some of you, if you do it correctly, and the more details you give about what reality you want, let's say you want a new car. You have to imagine yourself sitting through the process, meeting the dealer at the car dealership, the salesperson, whatever, taking the test drive, feeling the fabric of the car, turning on the radio, every single thing you can imagine. The more detail, the quicker it can turn into reality. You have to sit through and go through all that paperwork. You get in an argument, it's too much. And then they come back. You have to imagine them going back to the manager and then bringing the manager back to the sales table and going, what can I do to put you in this car today? And you say, well, I don't have $4,000 to put down. So they put a big X through the 4,000. So if I could get rid of the 4,000, you would want to buy this car? Well, the payment's too high. It's $20 too high. If I could do this, would you? And then you say, yeah. You got to imagine all that in your brain. And then when you go buy that car, you're going to get exactly what you thought you would get, and maybe even better. I'm telling you, it works. You got to give all the details. I'm telling you. I think I'm almost an expert at the what do you call it? The secret. I do. I know it works. I wouldn't talk about it like this if I didn't think it worked. And I know it's hard to believe, but I really do believe in it. I do. I've done it enough to know. So give it a try. Give it a try. Hey, I want to thank everybody, including the moderators and super chatters. Thank you very much for tonight. Your support and your time, it's precious to what we do here. So thank you for that. Can't do it without you. And newcomers and veterans, thank you for spending a little time here. All I ask is, just 5 minutes. Give the show 10 minutes. That's all we need. 10 minutes. I think if you come back, you might like it. Hey, we're not racist, evil, or bullies here. We actually love people here. I love all of you. I do. I don't understand this person. Anyway, hopefully we'll still be around. But I want to thank everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Hopefully we will. Hopefully. And if you ain't looking up, well, you ain't looking out for ufology. Third phase UFO report coming up a little later. Third phase of moon. See you guys. Have a good night.
Terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does finally go. But how? Frida, I beg you, think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about it? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you, you know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.